Welcome to the Morning Surge. I am your host, Spurge. On today's show, one thing I want to talk about, because we are based out of St. Louis. One big thing we want to talk about is the Cardinals home opener is just 115 days away, and not a lot of people are happy about the Cardinals home opener being only 115 days away. And this is from St. Louis News post on their Facebook page. And why is it that we are not happy as Cardinal fans? Let me just remove this and let's talk about it for a minute. Why we are not happy as St. Louis Cardinal fans, because St. Louis Cardinal fans are used to winning. And over the last, I would say, 5 to 10 years, it's been mediocre at best for the St. Louis Cardinals. So we're going to go back to 2015. And in 2015, we won 100 games, lost 62 games. So I'm going to pull this up so I can show you guys. This is off of sports or statmuse.com right here. And as you see right there, in 2015, we were 162 games. One of the better records the Cardinals have had in a very, very long time. Then in 2016, we went to 86 and 76. 2017, we went to 83 and 79. 2018, we went to 88 and 74. In 19, we went to 91 and 71. Then we had the COVID year where we were barely above 500, where we went 30 and 28, but that was the world and COVID. We all know what happened with COVID. COVID changed the world, and that was pretty much it after that. They just quit doing everything after that. And then we came back in 2021. We were 90 and 72. And then in 22, we were 90 and 69. And then here's where it really started happening for the Cardinals. In 2023, they were 71 and 91. That's a major drop. Then they improved again back in last year at 83 and 79. We improved. But here's the thing. What has caused us? What has caused this to happen for the Cardinals? What has caused this to happen for the Cardinals? Is it Mozeliak just not caring? Is it that they have taken the St. Louis fan base for granted all of these years and have just done everything that they can just to put a product out on the field with mediocre pitching and stuff like that? Trade deadlines come, nothing major really happens for St. Louis where we think it is. I mean, I think the last real big thing that happened for St. Louis was when we acquired Mark McGwire and Jim Edmonds coming towards the trade deadlines. That was about it. Other than that, what have we had? Nothing but mediocre pitching. Waino left. Look, I've never been a fan of Yadier Molina, but then we got Wilson Contreras, and he was garbage. Great hitter. But, I mean, look, what Yadi did behind the plate was amazing. I was never a Yadi fan, but I can't take away that the man didn't know what he was doing behind the plate and calling a game. Why didn't Contreras listen to him and take lessons? Why haven't we brought Yadier Molina in as a coach somehow to help? I mean, what is Mozeliak thinking? And then Mozeliak, what has he really done for us over the last few years? I mean, look, last year our team, we had 165 home runs, 22nd in the league, 672 runs scored, 22nd in the league. Strikeouts 1,308 strikeouts, 27th in the league, and our ERA was a 4.4, a 4.04. That's terrible. And I mean, look, yeah, we bring in Sonny Gray, who was a good. I mean, don't get me wrong, we finished tied for second, but I mean, that was it. Mediocre. We finished second. We finished tied for second for a few years now. It's been garbage. I mean, Gray was 12 wins, 203 strikeouts. That's a plus. I mean, the best thing we have is our reliever and Ryan Hensel. That's it. He may be gone. I'm surprised they haven't traded him away. I mean, yeah, Goldie's getting on to the end of his career. Nolan Arenado, I mean, as great as Arenado has been great. But I mean, let's look at some of the players that the Cardinals have gotten rid of over the years. Tommy Edman just agreed to a 5-year extension with the Dodgers for $74 million. Was named, the NLC MVP of the World Series playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We got rid of him. We got rid of Ozuna. Look what he has done. Tommy Pham, I mean, okay. Ooh, yay. We bring Matt Carpenter back. Cool. We bring Matt Carpenter back. Yay, Matt Carpenter. I love Matt Carpenter. Great player. But, I mean, come on. I mean, look, yeah, we brought in Mason Wynn, Jordan Walker. I mean, poor Jordan Walker. This kid is so good. But yet they kept delegating him to the minor league systems because they didn't think he was doing very well. So now let's get to it. I mean, like I said, winter meetings are just around the corner for us. What, December? Is it next week? Next 2 weeks we have winter meetings coming up here in baseball. But what are they going to do? What are we going to do for our winter meetings? What are we going to try to go out and get? Are we going to go try and make some any kind of plays? No. So let's look right here. We have 115 days. Let me pull it back up because I like some of these comments and I agree with a lot of these people. 115 days for the season opener. Yeah, remind us that there's snow on the ground, Cardinals. Thank you. We appreciate that, guys. Remind us that we got snow and that in just, 2 months you guys are going to be in sunny, warm Florida for spring training. Are you really bringing anybody in or whatever? I mean, you've had major players saying they're wanting to leave. Corderas is saying Wilson's saying he's wanting to leave. Arenado's like, man, listen, I came here, I stayed here. Do I really want to keep staying here? We know that Goldie's on his way out. You can see the writing on the wall. But let's just read some of these posts. Here's from Stephanie Mulcher. Okay, I won't spend a dime watching Ole coach this team another year. Not a bandwagon fan when there isn't even a band to hitch to. Mo needs to go, and so does Morrill. Ooh. Andy Rathman, 115 days until we see another mediocre team barely win 80 games. Ooh, here's David Haley. Put a product on the field worth watching or sell with drops. Thousands won't be spending a dime on this team. How many days till Mo is gone? That's the countdown we want. Ooh, that's a good one. We should start that one. Hashtag Fuel Sports Network. Countdown to Mo being Mo gone. Mo gone. Countdown. Mo gone. Hashtag. I like it. Let's start the hashtag. Let's do it, people. I love it. I love that. Here's another one. Patrick Wright says, can we skip to winter already? This is a morning show, and Trey Michael says 115 days until the poop show of a team. That's a good one. Here's Damian saying, to start the start of another letdown. Ooh. Kind of rough, Cardinal fans. Kind of rough. That a Cardinal organization that you're being told that your team is sucking, And here's Les. Prayers up for the Cardinals. Still my team. Cool. Yeah. You're right. I mean, it's just, here we go. Charles Danber, 115 days to what? Question mark. 115 losses. Ooh. Here's another one. Who cares? I'm sure it will be more of the same with them. Unfortunately, 480 days until we start carrying again. Another soul-crushing season. It just goes on and on and on and on about how bad this Cardinal team is going to be. Now, let's look at the projected Cardinal roster, shall we? Projected St. Louis Cardinal roster is what we're going to be looking at. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys, that if this still keeps going, now this is from RotoChamp, and everybody who knows RotoChamp and does any kind of fantasy football or baseball, you use the RotoChamps because they are the best. Now here's the starting lineups that they're looking at for this year. Okay, Mason Wynn, Alex Burleson, Wilson Corteris, Nolan Arenado, Brandon Donovan, Lars Newbar, Jordan Walker, Ivan Herrera, and then Victor Scott II. Here's our starting lineup, okay? Are you guys ready for our pitching? Sonny Gray, Eric Fetty, Mike Morales, Steven Matz, and Lance Lynn. Here's their projected wins for these guys, okay? Gray is at 13-9. Eddie Freddy is at 9-9. Whatever his name is, Miles Mikolas is at 10-11. I mean, Lance Lynn 7-4. I mean, look, we have the highest person for home run total in our number 2 batter of Alex Burleson at 21. I mean, ooh, God, ladies and gentlemen, could we be looking at another terrible season for the St. Louis Cardinals here in St. Louis? You ask me, it looks like we might be looking at another bad year for the Cardinals. I hate to say it, but yes, it's looking bad for us, people. And I feel bad that if we're as Cardinal fans, but I mean, do I really though? No, because we should expect this by now. We should expect that these teams don't care. These organizations here in St. Louis don't care. They don't listen to the fan bases and hear what the fan bases want to say. They want to just do it their way, okay? Well, listen, this isn't Oakland. But you're starting to turn into Oakland because you're not listening to the fan bases. You know what I mean? You're starting to. No, I think it's still Ole, isn't it? I think Ole is still the manager. I think he's still Ole is still the manager. I mean, we need one. We have some guy now who's the new GM dude, and Mosaic doesn't have as much role, but other than that, it's still the same. It's still the same stuff, and all of that stuff. Now, here's an interesting fact I found. So some of you guys know who Vin Scully is. One of the greatest announcers to ever announce baseball. But with that, let me show you something about Vin Scully. Now, look at this spread that Vin Scully had. This is from Backwards. This is on their Facebook page, The GOAT, Crazy Baseball Facts. Vin Scully called a game managed by Connie Mack, born in 1862. Then Vin Scully called a game pitched by Julio Arenas, born in 1996. People, that's a 134-year difference for Vin Scully. That is just crazy. Look at this. While impressive, it helped that Mac managed to. He was 87, 1950. Yeah, I mean it's true. It's true. It did. But I mean, come on, man. When you got a separation like that, that's impressive. Vince Scully is just that good as an announcer and possibly one of the best announcers. I mean, Jack Buck had some great calls with, Let's Go Crazy, called the Kirk Gibson home run in the 88 World Series. And that's an impressive spread right there with that. Now, with baseball right around the corner and spring training starting right around the corner is when can the Cardinals, when can we start seeing some real moves by the Cardinals, right? And what can we do for this, for the Cardinals? Let's look at it. There's a lot of trade rumors out there and stuff like that. I mean, look, the Cardinals possibly could have went after Juan Soto, but they didn't. We could have went there. But the Cardinals aren't going to spend the money to get players that we need. Listen, they have where was that one I saw? I saw something that was really interesting that the Cardinals had. Let me check, because it gave out the budgets for the teams is what it did. So let me see, because I thought this was very interesting. Here it is right here. I found it right here. This is from an unofficial St. Louis Cardinal post, right? And this was given on the 25th. But I want to show you guys something right here. You're in a top market team right here. And right here is St. Louis at number 20. Number 20. This is how much money we have to spend in free agency. $280.3 million. We're a top 10 team in France in TV market in St. Louis in the Major League Baseball. I mean, right here, as you see, it says more proof that Mo don't care about winning. This is how much money we've spent since the 2020 season. $280.3 million. Take that figure in, people. That's in 4 years. Whereas the Dodgers have spent $1.5 billion. Yankees, $1.11 billion. Phillies, $1.9. And look what these teams have done. Has made it to the playoffs. Well, we linger in mediocrity as Cardinal fans. Why is that? Because we keep coming to the games. We keep showing up to the games. We keep going. I remember I was out for a friend's birthday and everybody's talking. And I get so angry. So angry when people talk about this. And I'm like, guys, they don't care. They don't care what they do and how they put in what they put out there for us. They don't care. As long as we keep spending our hard-earned money, they don't care. I mean, hell, let's look at the Blues organization for all of those years until they won the Stanley Cup. They'd put mediocre product out there and we'd go every year. People would go every year, right? They spend the money, and then they win the world. They win the Stanley Cup, and what do? They get rid of everybody. And what did we do? You guys just kept going back. You kept going back all the time. This is why they don't care. Now, if you guys, like you guys are saying right here in this post from St. Louis News on Facebook about the 115 days, that not going to spend another dime to go see this game. If you guys actually stick to it, right? It might work. They might say something. They might actually do something for you people. they might actually do something. But I doubt it. I doubt it, people. I mean, it's sad that this is what we do and what we look at and how we see it and how we don't care. I mean, here, let me show you guys something right here. Let me show you guys something right here. Let me get to it real quick. I'm going to do this. I want to show you guys something. I want to put something up for you. I want to show you guys something because I find this very, very interesting on how much these teams make and they generate in money. And then we sit here and we hope that something's going to happen and something's going to be this and something's going to be that and all that stuff, right? It just amazes me that this is what we do and this is what we complain about. But here's the reason why. Here's the reason why, people. Let me show you the money. That's not the one I want. Hold on. That's not the one. Because I just found it. It's always how you just find this stuff. And I love it. I love it. You know, you're looking, you find this stuff, and then you get it. And you get what you need. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. There it is. That's the one I want right there. Let me get rid of this one. I mean, it's a very interesting piece that you guys have to see. And when I pull it up, you know, the joys of doing this all by yourself, it's kind of hard when you got to do it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know, I don't care. I love doing it. Here we go. All right, I got it finally. I finally got it. There we go. Here it is. Major League Baseball in ticket sales. They worry at 31% of their ticket sales. Their national and TV media deal is only worth 26%. Local TV and media is 23%. Team sponsors at 10%. And concession and parking is at 10%. Now, you want to affect the St. Louis Cardinals this year, people. You want to affect them right here. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in for you. Right here. This is the one you got to worry about right here. Ticket sales. That's the one. You'd want something done with this team. Quit going to the games. Quit buying the tickets. Stay at home and watch it. You don't want to spend your hard-earned money? Then don't. I can tell you this. With the way the Cardinals have played over the last few years, I haven't spent a dime to go watch them play. I'll watch them on TV because I feel like going and paying $20 to park. Even though I don't do that, still pay enough to park. I don't feel like walking into this stadium paying $6 for a bottle of water to watch a mediocre team. This isn't Oakland. This isn't Tampa. This is St. Louis. One of the most prestigious teams in all of baseball. This is in the 10th largest sports market for baseball. Yet, we accept this as St. Louis Cardinal fans. There's a reason why LA and New York and stuff like that do what they do. Because I remember in the late 90s, when the Yankees sucked, Steinbrenner's like, why ain't I getting people coming to these games? And Cushman told him, well, boss, because we don't have a very good product on the field. So what does he do? He starts that dynasty with Jeter, all of those guys. They believed in their farm system. The Cardinals have not believed in their farm system since Walt Giacchini and Tony La Russa has left. That is the progression, and that is the downward spiral that we have been on for the last 10 plus years in St. Louis. Yet keep going and paying that 31% that pays for those tickets. for the St. Louis Cardinals. Keep doing it and watch what happens. We're going to get more of the same shit. Oops, sorry, I should have said that so early in the morning. I mean, look, you guys are seeing it right here. So then quit going. You want change is done. Then quit going. But again, I go back to this. That's where their revenue's coming from, ticket sales. You want to hurt the Cardinals. Why do you think Oakland's leaving to go to Vegas and going to be playing in Sacramento next year? Because the people quit coming. Billy Beane's Moneyball stopped working. And people got tired of it. And now they're moving out of Oakland. I'm not saying the Cardinals are going to move out of St. Louis. That ain't going to happen. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, if we really want to make a difference as Cardinal fans, quit going to the games. Quit it. Quit going. And then it might help us. It might give a thing to the team saying, oh, crap. These guys aren't playing. They really want a better product on the field. Maybe we should start investing in our team. You know, I mean, it's that simple. It's that simple, people. Again, this is the Morning Surge with Spurge. That was my Morning Surge rant. I was sitting there and I'm, watching the local news here, and I'm looking, I'm like, and then I happen to see 115 days, and I'm like, spring training's only 115 days away, huh? I'm like, huh. I mean, I had some other things I wanted to talk about, but I'm like, I'm like, you know what? I think I want to talk about this. I was telling Amanda, I was like, she's like, what are you going to talk about? I go, spring training's only 115 days away. And people are pissed off on the Cardinals, about the Cardinals. And I'm like, I think I'm going to talk about that. And that's what their whole show has been about for the last 27 minutes. Is you guys complaining. See, look right here. Marlene, big deal. First year ever. I'm not excited. Something needs to change and change quickly. It is unforgivable what the owners and management have done to this team. Now, mind you, we didn't have a losing season. We've only had the one. But again, it's what I'm saying with St. Louis. If we're not in the playoffs, it's a mediocre season for us, for the St. Louis fans. It's a mediocre season. And that's what it's been for the last few years. Like right here, we need to start the countdown. Start the countdown. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it on there right now. Hashtag Mo is gone. There you go, people. It's on there. I'll put it on there. I might get in trouble from my partners, but it is what it is. I don't care. Everyone here's Carol Ann. Everyone has a favorite season. This is mine. Good for you. No one is looking forward to a 500 below team. Now, look, again, I'm going to say this, okay? I'm going to say this. The Cardinals were not below 500, okay? They were not below 500 last year. Now, in 2023, they were. But again, as you see, they were 83-79. Second place. Again, not good. Not good. Not good at all. Just my opinion. With that being said, this is the Morning Surge. I am your host, Spurge. I will see you guys tomorrow 6 o'clock a.m. With that being said, have a good one.